Welcome to the Get Into Motorsport podcast, where we hear from people involved in many different areas of the sport. They're going to be telling us where it all started for them. I am Holly Bailey, a former British Rally Championship driver and team manager, and as a rally instructor of over 20 years, one of the most commonly asked questions on the experience days was, how do I get into motorsport? If you want to hear more about the people already involved in motorsport and how they got started, don't forget to subscribe to get notified of the next episode. Today I'm at the Farnborough District Motor Club Targa Rally at Rushmoor Arena. I'm chatting to Marshal David Paddock, and he tells us about his less than successful start into motorsport, but after getting married and his wife suggesting that he started rallying, how it made him friends for life. David, how did you end up here today?
Well, you have to volunteer for the club. I've taken years and years of abusing the club. Now it's my time to give back.
You were abusing the club as a driver or a navigator?
As a driver and as a navigator,
Okay.
using the club. And I've never really put much into it until the last couple of years. Without the marshals, you can't run a venture, as you well know.
Yeah. And so where did it start for you?
As a small child, growing up, and my father and mother and father taking me motor racing.
Did they?
To spectate, yeah.
Okay, where did they take you?
Everywhere. Alton, Mallory, Silverstone, Goodwood, you name it. We went everywhere watching motor racing. But we used to play around with motor cars and things in the garage. And I mean, I can remember as a child going down to the Tourist Trophy garage in Farnham, where Mike Hawthorne used to own it. And my dad and Mike Hawthorne chatting away. And I was knee-high to a grasshopper, and I can always remember that, this big, tall, blonde guy.
So for those that don't know, who's Mike Hawthorne?
Mike Hawthorne was world champion Grand Prix driver.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah. He was a fantastic guy. And shortly after that, he died. He had an accident on the Hogsback. Destroyed he was racing with Rob Walker, the entrant, team owner, whatever. And he lost his Jaguar and hit a tree.
Oh, no.
And that was the end of his career.
But for you, so it didn't stop you getting involved in motorsport?
No.
Okay, no. So where did it start for you? I mean, I know, you went to all these events with parents, but then when did you actually decide, right, I'm going to get a car, I'm going to start competing,
Yeah,
I'm going to do stuff
I didn't really. My father suggested, I had a little bit of cash and whatever, and he suggested perhaps I did some karting. We bought this outfit, which was quick, but it wasn't well maintained, and we didn't really have the budget. Did a couple of events, long circuit things, and petrified, thrown in the deep end, and blew an engine up. And next event we went out again and did another engine, and it didn't really happen. Got rid of that. Nothing really happened then in my motoring career until I sort of finished my apprenticeship and got married, and then I needed something to play with. Yeah, I needed something to play with.
You needed a hobby.
I needed a hobby, needed a hobby.
And so what did you do?
I was going to buy a little mini, it was a circuit race car, and I went and had a look at it, and I could only drive it up and down the guy's drive, which was quite a long drive. My wife at the time thought it was very dangerous and me not to do it. Why don't you take up rallying? And I really wanted to do circuit racing, but I listened to what she said, and I said, okay, then I'll buy a rally car.
Very sensible lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't have a clue what rallying was all about, did she? So then I scanned the motoring news one day, and then the Hillman Imps were doing quite good in stage rallying, championship-wise, in those days. I don't know how long ago that was. So I bought this Hillman Imp, which was an absolutely fantastic little thing. It was what they call a Group 6, which was totally gutted inside. An absolute screamer of an engine, built by a guy called Ray Payne down in Bournemouth, Hartwell Engineering, and a lovely little jackknife dog box. It's fantastic, really went, but I had more enthusiasm in those days and ability, a lot more. So John would probably testify to the fact that I used to drive everywhere at 100 mile an hour and try and sort it out when I got there, which is not really the way to do it. I reshelled the car once where I rolled it on Salisbury Plain, and
you ran out of talent?
Yeah, I came to a crossroads like similar to this, but it sort of went that way a bit, and There was gravel all over the track. I was running at the warmest at the back of the field because I had no seeding and no.
So you're still learning?
Yeah, still learning,
Yeah.
still having some fun.
But the roll cage looks after you?
Yeah, we rolled across this hedge and then landed on its wheels. And the exhaust, I can always remember Brian Stibbs, my navigator, the exhaust came off. So I told him to go back and get the exhaust. And I looked in my mirror and there's Brian doing this.
Because it was hot.
Because the silencer was hot. But Brian, being a very good navigator, did his due diligence and brought the silencer back. We chucked it in the back and carried on. Lots of heroics, but not a lot of ability, really, I suppose. Just went too quick. I had some reasonable quick involved. I mean, my very first rally, my seeding number was 118, and I finished last.
You've got to start somewhere.
I finished last because
That's the main thing.
I snapped the throttle cable on every single stage. Just kept getting shorter and shorter.
Okay, is that because you were just ramming that pedal down too much?
Probably, and on a Hillman Imp, the throttle cable has to go a long way from the front of the car to the back of the car.
Oh, does it? Okay.
But the engine's in the back, obviously.
Of course.
And one dear little throttle cable, it didn't work, did it?
So you got quite good at sort of fixing it at the roadside.
Oh yeah. I was a member of Croydon Motor Club for about a year when I very first got my Imp. And I don't know why I joined Croydon when I lived in Farnborough anyhow. So it doesn't quite. I never really thought it through. Did a couple of little minor events with, like stage practice days, single venue things, and then obviously got friendly with John. Going to the club meetings and things, and Ken, his navigator at the time. God rest his soul. I helped build John's rally car. Ken would navigate would service for me if I was doing the event.
It's just occurred to me that getting together with like friends over the car and fixing things and doing stuff together.
That's what rallying's all about.
It's rallying's all about, but it's probably good for friendship. For
Yeah. I mean, look,
for...
how long we've been friends, since the age of mid-20s, I suppose. Yeah. Not 1920s. Come on. Yeah,
it must be good that when we all have dark times and we go through patches, that to have those friends that you spent a lot of time with, to just fettle with a car and just chat about things is probably good for you.
Yeah. We used to have some good times.
What advice would you give to somebody who wanted to get involved in motorsport?
Don't.
Don't say that. This is supposed to be a podcast about getting into motorsport.
No, you can have some whale of a times. You can build some good friendships, I mean, we got the old fella here. He was very quick in his day. Exceedingly quick.
He's very humble about it.
Oh, yeah. Then we had guys in the motor club that we couldn't get anywhere near because they were millionaires.
Wow, yeah. So, I mean, it's a sport that...
and there I was on, scraping 20 quid for an entry fee or whatever it used to cost in those days, and they're rolling up with an X-Works car and all the bits and pieces, and good fun.
But it kind of says to me that if you can get a good result in a car that's a bit battered and a bit past its best...
Yeah.
Then what would you be like if you had an all singing, all dancing?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a car at the moment that's all singing and dancing. But
have you?
Yeah. My little Mallet, my hill climb car, sprint hill climb car.
Sprint hill climbs. I mean, when do you do that then?
Well, I don't do it at the moment because my body's given up on me, unfortunately. You wouldn't think so, but it has.
Having a sabbatical.
Yeah. No, it's funny. I bought that car 5 years ago. Started off really good. Won my class. The ACSMC Championship. I won my class. Doesn't mean that I actually won any events, but I won the class. In the Libra class, just through being consistent. But driving a single seater is quite different from driving a rally car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sprinting and hill climbing, wonderful. Very relaxed like this. You go out and do a little blast, but I never spent didn't have enough seat time. And you need seat time to get used to the car and things. So I was never really at the car's full potential. I mean, the car had the Gerston downhill climb record at 33 second dead for its class. I couldn't get near that, but the previous owner had. I've still got the car, but it's not being used at the moment,
Okay.
which is a bit of a shame.
So have you got plans to use it again?
No. I think I'm 70. How old am I, John? 70. I'm coming up 78.
Okay.
It's just my reactions now have slowed up.
Okay.
So.
But hill climbing and sprinting, is that a sport that you recommend to people?
Yeah, it's a real grassroots. You can do it in your family saloon car.
Can you?
Yes.
And so how much would that cost to like enter a standard car?
60 quid or something. Oh no, it's a bit more than that. It's about 100 quid.
Okay. Do you need a license?
Yeah, you need a Motorsport UK license.
Okay.
Depending on what car you drive. Unfortunately, my license, I had to be a high license because of the car.
Right. Okay.
The car's really quite quick.
Right. Okay. So quite powerful. So
yeah. So
but if you're doing standard road going, then you can probably just pick up a clubman's license.
Yeah. Just a clubman's license, and
Yeah.
that's it, and away you go. And other than that, it's just a wonderful day for motorsport, isn't it?
You know what? It's not bad, is it? The sun's out.
Yeah,
The temperature's gone up.
Yeah.
It's drier than what it was.
But rallying's my heart. That's where.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, John and I, we sit there every time we meet up. Let's get another car.
Get another car. Let's
get
get
another
out there and do it again.
And he says to me, I wish I had somewhere to do it. And then he looks at me and with his little eyes, and they're fluttering away. You've got a lovely workshop, David. You've got a car in there. Why don't you get rid of that car? And we'll buy a so and so, and then we'll do it again. I think.
A Nissan Micra, something like that.
She wants a Nissan Micra.
Well, I've got one of those, so that's.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Have you really?
I've inherited one. Yeah.
Oh bless. What was it? Your granddad's or something?
No, it was my aunt's, and I tell you what, I'm quite impressed.
They shift, don't they?
It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's a 2000 plate.
Yeah.
And it's a 1.4, and it accelerate. It's hot off the line. It wheel spins off the line, which is mad for.
Well, the wheels are only that big, aren't they?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember when they used to be rallying at the back of the fields, weren't they? They used to have a class. Yeah, the championship.
There's a lot of them out today, isn't there?
Yeah, and they're probably legacy of those things. We used to do a lot of rallying on the army stages over Salisbury Plain, and being army, the army would insist that they could use the event to compete in.
Yeah.
So it was mainly the army officers in the Land Rovers, weren't there? And if you were running a bit late, you know, problem with your car or something, you're a bit running late, you catch them up in the middle of the stage, and you'd have to overtake this Land Rover. Yeah, quick, let's get in front of the Land Rovers. Oh no.
And actually, the army are big into motorsport, because I interviewed somebody at the Brands Hatch Winter Stages that was rallying with the army.
Yeah.
And
still?
Yeah.
Oh really? I didn't realise they still did it.
Yeah.
We used to have fantastic events over Salisbury Plain. Going around Sidbury Hill. God, that was fast. Big long corner that went on and on and on and on. And you were up into top gear and the rev counter was going up, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh dear. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
That's okay. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
It's nice to see a friendly, happy, smiling, friendly face, isn't it? When I have to look at these old grizzlies.
Thank you to David, and thank you to all the marshals without whom motorsport couldn't happen. If you'd like to get close to the action and marshal on an event, do contact Motorsport UK to find out who your local motor club is and how to get your marshal's licence. Thank you for listening, and tune in next week for more stories of getting into motorsport.